1 in 3. That is how many seniors who qualify for these three benefits never claim a single dollar of any of them. Not because they do not deserve it, not because they made a mistake, because they sat at their kitchen table, ran a number through their head, decided they made too much, and hung up on money that was already theirs. The income limits on all three of these moved this year. The line shifted, and the seniors who checked 2 years ago and got told no are sitting under a door that quietly swung open while nobody called to tell them. 3 benefits, 3 checks, 1 income mistake that is costing seniors thousands of dollars every single year in silence. By the time this video ends, you are going to know exactly what all 3 are. The real 2026 income numbers, not vague low-income language, the actual figures, and the one sentence to say when you call that gets the process started immediately. Stay with me and pay close attention when we get to number 3, because that one is not a discount or a bill reduction. That is an entire second check every single month, and most of the seniors who qualify are convinced they are not allowed to have it. They are wrong. Subscribe and turn on the bell right now, because the income limits, the dollar amounts, and the program rules on all 3 of these shift every single year when the cost of living adjustment hits. And when they shift, nobody sends you a letter explaining that the door that was closed last year is open now. This channel catches every change the moment it happens. Here is exactly what you are getting before this video ends. All 3 benefits in plain English. The real 2026 income thresholds for each one. The exact sentence to say when you call to start the claim. And at number 3, the benefit most seniors immediately count themselves out of when they should not. All of that before this video ends. Stay with me. My name is Dale Creston. For over a decade, I have studied Social Security rules, IRS programs, and the financial regulations that quietly cost seniors thousands of dollars every year. Not because they made bad decisions, but because nobody explained what changed or what it meant for their specific situation. That is the only reason this channel exists. Before we get into the 3 benefits, I need to address the single reason most seniors never claim any of them. They decide at home, before they ever make a call, before they ever see the real numbers, that they make too much to qualify. And they are wrong. Constantly, repeatedly, expensively wrong. Here is why this keeps happening. These programs use words like low income and limited resources in their descriptions. Those words mean something specific in the program rules. A specific dollar figure with a specific calculation behind it. But most seniors hear those words and picture someone in a much worse situation than themselves. So they put the phone down and walk away from money that had their name on it. The income limits on all 3 of these benefits are higher than most seniors assume, significantly higher. And every year when the cost of living adjustment hits, those limits climb, which means the senior who was $50 over the line last year may be sitting comfortably under it today without changing a single thing about their own life. Do not disqualify yourself at your own kitchen table. Let the application do the math. That is what it is there for. Now, 3 benefits. Let us get into them. First benefit, Medicare Savings Program. The $200 raise hiding inside your Social Security check. Right now, if you are on Medicare, more than $200 is leaving your Social Security deposit every single month before it ever reaches your bank account. That is your Medicare Part B premium. 2026 rate, $202.90 per month. $2,434.80 per year. Gone before you see it. There is a program that makes your state pay that premium for you. Not reduce it, pay it, the entire amount. Which means those $200 stop disappearing from your check and your monthly Social Security deposit goes up by that exact amount. For most seniors, that is the single biggest raise they will see all year. And it does not come from Congress. It does not come from a cost of living adjustment. It comes from a program sitting right there that most seniors never apply for. It is called the Medicare Savings Program. And here are the real 2026 income numbers, because this is where most seniors count themselves out when they should not. A single person with a monthly income up to approximately $1,815 may qualify to have that Part B premium paid entirely by their state. For a married couple, the limit runs higher, up into the $2,400 range per month, depending on the specific version of the program. If you looked at this 2 or 3 years ago and were told no, check again. The line moved. And the most generous version of this program goes further than just the premium. It also wipes out your Medicare deductibles and your copays. The bills that land in your mailbox after a doctor visit, gone. For a senior managing a chronic condition or taking regular medications, that alone can be worth thousands of dollars per year on top of the premium savings. How to claim it? Call your state health insurance assistance program, SHIP. That is the free counseling service that exists specifically to walk seniors through this application at no cost. To find your local SHIP office, call 1-800-MEDICARE or go to shiphelp.org. When you call, say this exact sentence. I am on Medicare. I am on a fixed income, and I want to know if I qualify to have my Part B premium paid. That one sentence is enough. They will ask you about your monthly income and walk you through the rest. You do not need to know which version of the program you fit into. That is their job. Free to apply. Never pay anyone a fee to sign up for this. Benefit 2. LIHEAP Energy Assistance. The utility bill relief most seniors assume is for someone else. Your heating bill in the winter, your cooling bill in the summer. For a senior on a fixed income, those 2 months a year can wreck an entire budget. There is a federal program that pays part of that bill for you, paid directly to your utility company, so you never have to handle the money at all. It is called the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP, and depending on your household, your income, and where you live, it can put anywhere from a few $100s up to approximately $1,000 toward your energy costs per year. Most seniors who hear about this assume it only covers heating. It does not. It covers cooling too. And for an older person in the summer heat, air conditioning is not a luxury, it is a medical necessity. The program treats it that way. There is also a crisis component. If you have received a shutoff notice, or if your furnace or air conditioner has stopped working, there are emergency funds specifically for that situation, separate from the standard program and available on shorter timelines. Here are the income numbers for 2026. Eligibility is generally set at 150% of the federal poverty level, which for a single-person household comes to approximately $22,590 per year, or about $1,880 per month. For a two-person household, approximately $30,450 per year, again, higher than most seniors assume. One critical timing note. The funding for this program is limited. When a state's allocation runs out, it runs out. Applications are open now. The seniors who wait until the heating season arrives apply to programs that have already spent their annual budget. Apply now while funding is still available. How to claim it? Dial 211. In most of the country, that is a free helpline that connects you directly to your local energy assistance office. Or go to liheap.acf.hhs.gov to find your state office. Free to apply. No one legitimate ever charges a fee. If you are still watching right now, good. Because number 3 is the one that matters most for a lot of you. And it is the one where the income mistake I described at the beginning costs seniors the most money. If you have not subscribed yet, do it right now and turn on the bell. The next video I am releasing covers the Medicare premium surcharge that is quietly reducing thousands of seniors' Social Security checks right now based on income from 2 years ago, income most of them no longer earn. There is one form that corrects it, and most seniors never file it. Subscribe so that video finds you when it posts. Now, number 3. The entire second monthly check most seniors are convinced they cannot have. Most seniors believe this one is not for them before they ever look at the numbers, and that belief is costing them up to nearly $12,000 per year. It is called Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and here is the misunderstanding that sits at the heart of everything. Most seniors believe that because they already receive a Social Security retirement check, they cannot receive SSI on top of it. That is simply not true. Social Security and SSI are two entirely separate programs. Social Security is the retirement benefit you earned through decades of work. SSI is a federal check for people who are 65 or older and living on a low income with limited resources, regardless of whether they receive Social Security or not. If your Social Security check is modest, you can very often receive SSI on top of it to bring your total monthly income up. One does not cancel the other. The 2026 maximum SSI payment for a single person is $996 per month. For a couple, $1,415 per month. If you already receive some Social Security income, your SSI is usually reduced by a portion of that amount, so you may not receive the full $996, but reduced is not zero. Even a partial SSI check, $200, $300, $400 per month on top of what you already receive, adds up to thousands of dollars per year that you are not getting right now. And here is the resource limit that trips most seniors up. SSI looks at your savings and assets, but your home does not count. Your car generally does not count. Your personal belongings do not count. The resource limit is $2,000 for a single person and $3,000 for a couple. But the assets most seniors worry about disqualifying them are the very ones the program excludes. Do not look at the house you own and decide you are disqualified. You are not. This benefit was built specifically for the person who worked their whole life, receives a modest Social Security check, and quietly comes up short every single month. If that is you, or if that is someone you know, this is the one to look at first. Let me show you what this actually looks like for a real person. Picture a man I will call Raymond. 38 years on the job, small pension that disappeared in a company restructuring, Social Security check that covers the rent and the groceries, but nothing goes wrong. Nothing breaks. Nothing comes up. Raymond had written off SSI years ago, figured it was welfare, figured it was for people who had never worked. He was wrong on both counts. A partial SSI check landed on top of his Social Security, a few $100s every month. And for the first time in years, the end of the month stopped being something he braced for. That money was sitting there the entire time. Raymond just had to ask how to claim it. Apply directly through the Social Security Administration, online at ssa.gov, by phone at 1-800-772-1213, or in person at your local SSA office. Free to apply. You do not need to pay anyone to file this for you. If someone offers to file your SSI application for a fee or a percentage of your benefit, that is a scam. Hang up. Let me put the real numbers together so you can see what this actually means. The Medicare Savings Program. If your state takes over that Part B premium, that is $2,434.80 back in your Social Security deposit every single year. And in the most generous version, your deductibles and copays disappear on top of that. The energy assistance, up to approximately $1,000 per year toward heating and cooling, paid directly to your utility company. SSI, up to $996 per month, nearly $12,000 per year at the maximum. Even a partial check of $300 per month is $3,600 per year you are not receiving right now. Stack all three together, and for the right household, we are not talking about pocket change. We are talking about the difference between a retirement where every month is a white-knuckle calculation and one where the math finally works. The seniors collecting all three are not smarter than you. They did not earn it more than you. They simply found out it existed, and they made the call. I have to say this because wherever there are benefits with seniors' names on them, someone shows up trying to intercept the money. All three of these programs are free to apply for. No exceptions. No legitimate organization charges a fee or takes a percentage of your benefit to sign you up for the Medicare Savings Program, LIHEAP, or SSI. And here is the specific scam to watch for right now. You will get calls or see ads online from people claiming they can maximize your SSI payment, recover your Medicare premium refund, or get you approved faster for energy assistance. For a fee. Sometimes hundreds of dollars up front. Do not pay anyone. You go directly to the source. Medicare Savings Program. Call SHIP at 1-800-MEDICARE or go to shiphelp.org. Energy assistance. Dial 211 or go to liheap.acf.hhs.gov. SSI. Call the SSA directly at 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov. The government will never call you out of the blue and ask for your bank account number or Social Security number to hand you these benefits. You call them, never the other way around. 3 benefits, 3 free applications, 1 income mistake that has been costing seniors thousands of dollars every year in silence. The Medicare Savings Program. Call SHIP now and ask if your state will pay your Part B premium. Even if you were told no before, the income limits moved this year. LIHEAP Energy Assistance. Dial 211 today. Do not wait until the heating season. The money runs out before the cold sets in for the seniors who wait. SSI. Go to ssa.gov or call 1-800-772-1213. If your Social Security check does not stretch to the end of the month, this is the call to make this week. Most seniors will not make any of these calls, not because they do not qualify, because they decided at the kitchen table that the money was for someone else. It is not for someone else. It is for you. And if you checked any of these before and were told no, check again. The line moved. The only way you find out the door is open is by pushing it. If this video helped you, send it to one person in your life who is on a fixed income and convince the government does not owe them anything. They may be sitting on thousands of dollars a year they have never once been told about. The system is not going to call them. You can. I am Dale Creston. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and I will see you in the next one.